Hi, my name is Omar Kadir. I work at Winston Churchill High School. I've been a blood donor for about 5 years, 4 or 5 years now. I first started going, a friend of mine, she was donating blood and she just kind of recommended it to me and said that they needed blood donors, so I just made an appointment. Just called I think it's the 1-888-2 donate or whatever, and started donating. And I was a little nervous the first time because I'm not the biggest fan of needles. I don't hate them, but I definitely don't love them. So I just kind of didn't look, and the needle was in there, and I didn't even know. So it was pretty painless. And then I just don't really watch the blood come out because I'm not really a big fan of that either. So I was nervous, but overall the whole experience was very good. They have a great staff over there, very friendly. I ended up knowing a few of the workers there too, so we just had conversation, and your mind isn't really thinking about donating blood, it's just kind of happening and you're just having a conversation. So it was pretty easy, and then ever since then it's easy. They just rebook you for your next appointment when you're eligible to give blood again. Well, about 6 years ago, I think her son is 6 now, about 6 years ago, a close friend of my wife's and a friend of mine was giving birth to her first child, and just kind of ended up losing a lot of blood during the delivery, and then she needed a blood transplant right away. She needed to get pumped in with some blood, and her husband was sharing the story with me, and just how kind of crazy the whole experience was, and how grateful they were that it was available, and she's healthy now. Everything's good, and it was just kind of a pretty intense experience for them. And when my wife and I first started talking about having kids, I guess it started to kind of come into my head, like, well, what if this happens to my wife or whatever, like, or one of our friends who are having kids and stuff, and I'm healthy, I guess. I mean, knock on wood, I stay healthy, and I'm able to do it, so I feel good about it, and hopefully that my donations will be used and help someone who needs the blood. So really the whole process is pretty short and pretty painless, and I usually go Friday afternoon. I'm done work and finish my work up at school, and then I go to my appointment, and then I'm on my way home. So it's a nice way to kind of finish off the week when I donate that week or whatever, and it's pretty quick. So I think usually it takes 7 to 10 minutes to actually give the donation, like physically give the donation, and then you're kind of done. So, and usually they have some good food thereafter. Sometimes there's soup, depending on who donated the food that day, and there's cookies and juice and stuff, and after you just kind of hang out for a little bit, and then you can take off. So overall it's a pretty short experience, and if you are capable or able to donate, I definitely recommend doing it, because they definitely need donors, and it's a good thing that you're providing it.